yours, let's go. Can I take you over to my hideaway? Got some things that I wanna say, but it's only for you and me. Don't need some privacy. Can I take you over to my hideaway? Got some things that I wanna say, but it's only for you and me. Only need some privacy. Can I take you to my hideaway? 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 Chill, it's Fatal to you, featuring BMW. We hot up in here. I'm telling you, man, you're gonna need the North Pole to cool us off, man. For sure.
Telephone voucher is one of the most convenient ways that I'm finding now to do my shopping here at Farmer Joe, and my sister just sent through the voucher on my cell phone, and I just come straight to Farmer Joe to do my shopping.
O le si tūlanga pitusili o le tāua. O le lafo me o le pepa tala o loa. O na whaanga le whaatau i o loa e au ngā mo le ainga.
I think it's really convenient for families overseas if they don't know how to help their families here. Then this is the perfect way.
Mai ai le sa suma kua tau e le sia sa.
Le fia foi sa we mo mawina le foi au ngā fo e ala mai le tala for voucher. Ila wana whaatau ma me te mga orai ile voucher.
Tai mo le tala pa voucher ua maua le apususi o se wa fine. So se paro loa whai ngō fie a mai se le te wherua i malau telefoni tai mi uma. Ai lo le lafo me le cash o na inu e leo tamao le ainga.
Whaptea tu lava le tala for voucher mo le foi au ngā fo whaptai. Ma lua lava le tampai.
Tai tala pa voucher. Teki tala pa voucher.
Namaste, everybody, and happy Diwali day. Happy Diwali. Actually, sorry, happy Diwali.
Happy
day.
Diwali, yes. And for those of you that don't recognize us, I'm Claudia and this is Pea, although we do look the part and we have been fitted with these beautiful, beautiful, beautiful pieces by the amazing Renuka Kumar. And if you don't already know her, she is from Ratima House. So follow her on Facebook, Instagram, and guys, this is actually hand-stitched by Renuka herself, and it's absolutely beautiful.
Oh, look, we love celebrating, how, diverse our community here is in Auckland. And, we are going to celebrate our Kiwi Indian community as well today. But Man, I'm super excited. And also, we just wanted to say a massive thank you to Millie. Millie has actually given us the jewelry to that matches. So I think everyone in Auckland is currently celebrating Diwali as well. But you know, sadly, it's normally quite a big festival. But because of COVID, I think everyone who was able to play the part or dress up to honour our Kiwi Indian community, they've done that. And, you know, I'm so proud. I'm so proud of all of the community centres, you know, the MPs who always get behind the festivals. And I just wanted to show that we also got some treats today. And that was also thanks to Renuka. So spoiled today.
I know.
What diet?
No diet, but honestly, we feel so blessed and so humbled that we have two beautiful ladies in our lives, Renuka and Mele, who have dressed us and fitted us. Feel like absolute princesses. And lucky treat for everyone, we do have the beautiful youngest daughter of Renuka, Tyasha, joining us on the show today to celebrate Diwali with us and to explain to us a little bit about the Festival of Lights. So Tyasha, thank you so much for joining us. We do know that it is a school day and that we have taken time away from you from your class and your assignments and your exams. So thank you so much for joining us.
Hi, my name is Tyasha, and I'm a student, obviously. I'm a year 11, and it's actually quite a pleasure to actually be here in this Zoom thing and to show and tell you guys about what Diwali is, a little bit about myself and the festival itself.
But you know what, first of all, how have you been during lockdown and with studies? And you must miss your friends, because I know I miss my friends.
What about me?
Oh, yeah.
Jokes, I'm kidding.
Tasha, don't worry. Don't mind Claudia.
Well, I think this lockdown is actually quite successful for me, because as a student, I actually started the school and it's really new for me. So I don't really have a lot of friends, but it's okay. It's all right. I'll make some new ones soon. But I think during education, it's I think for me, it's really nice, because the teachers are also really there to help me. And if I don't understand something, then they do one-on-one calls where I am able to talk to myself personally to the teachers, which is really nice for me. And yeah, I think it was a nice way of doing things like this in lockdown. But I do feel that some people do struggle to do studies during lockdown because of the lack of help. But I hope lockdown doesn't extend that much because of externals. But yeah, I think lockdown's doing pretty good for me right now.
Yeah, must be nice. You're making it sound like it's been exciting for everyone, actually. But
definitely,
actually struggled.
I know, and we do have the beautiful Flora who's actually cheering you on as well, Tasha. She is watching, and she's always watching. And happy Diwali to you too, Mele. Thank you so much for the beautiful jewelry.
Yeah.
And we also have Tipora, who said that we look beautiful. So thank you so.
But you know what, we so excited to celebrate Diwali and acknowledge our Indian community. But Tasha, please, can you give us a little bit, a little bit more information on why it's so special and why it's important, why it's celebrated in the community?
The Diwali is a very special thing for Indians because it's a really big thing. It's our biggest festival out of the whole entire year. So what we do is we normally come as a little family. We make sweets, light up candles, because obviously it's the Festival of Lights. We light up fireworks. We also do Rangoli patterns, which is pretty cool. We could do Rangoli patterns with certain different materials like colored rice, which is really hard, but it's cool. It looks cool. We have Rangoli powders, which is actually really cool because it makes the colors really stand out. But me personally, I use chalk because I'm not an artist, but it does the job. So it's fine. And we also, our most important day is the third day. So we have 5 days. The most important day is the third day, which is today, where we where we pray to one of our goddess, and her name is Lakshmi. She sits on a flower, and we pray to her to welcome her to our house and bring light with her. It's mainly like a remembrance to tell us that there is light in the darkest days.
That is absolutely beautiful. And Renuka did provide us a beautiful photo of her beautiful altar for Diwali Day, and hopefully we'll get that up on the screen very soon for you. But yes, it's on the screen now. And, you know, I love how everything is just so bright and colorful. And while we were getting fitted with these beautiful, beautiful pieces, we actually learned that on this special day on Diwali, you're not supposed to wear black, and only some people can wear white. Can you just explain a little bit about the reasons behind that?
Well, the color black for Indians, like in tradition, it's mainly like a bad oath. So it's like you can wear it if you go to like parties, weddings, like it's cool. But then if you do like traditional things, it's really like it brings bad vibes with you. White, only widows can wear that color, but again, if you go to like weddings and stuff like that, you can wear it. But otherwise, if it's traditional things, then white is only worn by widows.
Now, this actually reminds me of like a South American tradition
I'm wearing white
that we have, and on New Year's we are not supposed to wear black because it brings you bad luck, and you're supposed to wear yellow undergarment for a successful New Year. And if you're looking for love, you're supposed to wear red undergarment. So that's a little tradition in my culture.
Oh. Interesting. Yeah, you know, it was really interesting today. I really enjoyed, you know, getting dressed up in, you know, the traditional wear. And I have to admit, you know, when we're talking about the whole colour, and I really wanted to wear black. Black is my favourite colour. And then I wanted to wear white. But then I actually made a comment to Renuka, so red and gold. And she goes, no, Pea.
Isn't that for bride?
Yeah.
Yes, I knew that.
So today, guys, I am a bride. I'm just looking for my groom.
I think he's currently at work right now. I'm pretty sure.
That was a joke, guys. But anyways, Tash, thank you so much for helping Mum today to, you know, dress us up. I know you were running around making sure that we had our jewelry done and our hair and the whole shebang. But look, let's face it, when we are celebrating something, we always have that part that we love the most. What is your favorite part about celebrating Diwali?
Oh my God, eating. It's because like the whole day you don't eat. It's like a fasting thing. And at the end of the day, it's like all the sweets and everything. Oh my gosh, like sugar diabetes.
I love that so much.
Actually, I'm going to give this a go, but I just wanted to also just mention, guys, it's not white, it's a violet. I'm just kidding. But like, I'm going to give this a go. Yeah, here we go.
I know this one here is one of my favorites.
Actually, I think this is the first time I've tried these sweets. Tasha, did you make this?
Oh no, I just stood there and watched it.
Yeah. Oh, this is really good.
So good. Okay.
Oh, sorry. Oh my gosh, this is really, really good. Sorry, Tash.
No worries.
Wow. Yeah.
Honestly,
You know what?
it's been so amazing. Thank you so much, Tasha, and thank you so much as well to Renuka, who dressed us. We feel like absolute queens and princesses, and thank you so much. And for actually inviting us to celebrate Diwali with you guys and actually teaching us a little bit more about the tradition. Now we are going to go into a break. Sorry, I'm just like so tasting. It's so good. But we are going to go into a quick break. We are going to have to say goodbye to Tyasha because we do have Talai from SCOPA coming after the break. And he's got a very special event that he wants to talk about. So don't go anywhere, and we'll see you very shortly.
It's all about events this week. I thought we were in lockdown. Guys, stay tuned. Talai right after this break.
BluTable Voucher is one of the most convenient ways that I'm finding now to do my shopping here at Farmer Joe, and my sister just sent through the voucher on my cell phone and I just come straight here to Parmejo to do my shopping.
O le si tūlanga pitusili o le tāua. O le lafo me o le pepa tala o loa. O na whaanga le whaatau i o loa e au ngā mo le ainga.
I think it's really convenient for families overseas if they don't know how to help their families here. Then this is the perfect way.
Mai ai le sa suma fua tau e le sia sa.
Le fia foi sa we mo mawina le foi au nang fo e ala mai le talo for voucher. Ila wana whaakau ma me te mga orai. Ile voucher.
Tai mo le talo pamata ua maua le apususi o sewa fine. So se paro loa whaingo fie, a me se le te wherua i malau telefoni, tai mi uma. Ai lo le lafo me le cash, o na inu e lor tamao le ainga.
Whaptea tu lava le talo for voucher mo le foi au nang fo whaptai. Ma lua lava le tampai.
Tai talo pamata. Teki talo pamata.
Tau tua mare au nanga remote tau sa mo service station nei tona i matu. Ma tau teu tuina lo ta vale, ma le tele onisi o matu au nanga i sesi. Ai le ngata foile, ma tau te seke ina fo ilo ta vale. Siapa lah yang voice wow, mau lah ucapan. Apa itu yang baik pak urusan? Awalnya telepon, matu siapa lah yang voice mau lah ucapan. Mulu no posible fia, mua, tapi lah ucapan lepas itu. Mua, tapi lah telepon ni time itu ina lah ucapan. Mana bahenga mulu. Mana tua fu? E matua i whaasaina, lo tau maftapa ai no fuanga whapeni. Hota Samoa, ore mota mo Samoa. Mato te fia e au na pea mo o Samoa. Maftaile fia mai. We'll see you again. God bless. Samoa, ore mota mo Samoa. Mato te fia e au na pea mo o Samoa. Maftaile fia mai. We'll see you again. God bless.
Talofa lava and welcome back. I'm not too sure why Jeremy is trying to call right now when we're on got the show. Jeremy, stop calling. Okay, sorry. Talofa lava everyone. Malore soifua. We do have another guest today. Yes, it's all about events this weekend, but no, not the events that we are normally used to. This week, we have the awesome team there, SCOPA New Zealand, have an event, and we have invited Posi le masonge yaso. Lea fionga talai, talofa lava, and welcome to Pea and Claudia BluTable Talanoa today.
Talofa lava Claudia, talofa Pea, whawhilai atu le pai o Samoa, o loo whafonga mai le tātou po kalame Lene aso. Great to be on the show. A lovely way of inviting people to be guests on your podcast.
Thank you.
When I saw my picture on the internet, but hey, go for it. Thanks, Pea.
Sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do, Talai. And we've had the absolute honor and privilege of having your beautiful wife for Lute on the show many times. And I've said it to her many times before, but I'm gonna say it to you, Talai. You're a very, very lucky man, because that lady is stunning.
But you know what? No, I do. It was actually quite funny because, you know, I was thinking, you know, this week, you know, SCOPA have always been 100% behind the community and always, you know, driving initiatives. But they didn't have a guest this week, and I thought, well, hang on, I've been trying to get a guest, but unfortunately, sometimes you just kind of have to post up the picture and just say, guys, we have a guest who is going to represent SCOPA today. So thank you so much, Talai, for taking one for the team. And I'm sure you enjoyed watching your photo go up, going, okay, I need to prepare myself. But this weekend is a massive week for you guys. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Pea, look, I'm actually grateful for the opportunity to be on the podcast, BluTable today. As you mentioned, we've got a community event this Saturday. It's a vaccination drive. Our SCOPA community in New Zealand, when the last event we did was fundraising for our Samoa College school, and that was back in April. So when COVID happened, a lot of us weren't actually doing anything. And we're seeing a lot of other community organizations mobilizing to help achieve our vaccination numbers. So our executive team, through our SCOPA family, came together and made a decision that we should do our parts as well. If we can reach out through our own SCOPA network, talk to those who are yet to do their vaccination, encourage them, give them the information they need so they can make a sound decision to come forward and vaccinate, then I think that's a job that we're willing to do, because I believe in the last couple of months, a lot of our organization have been doing the mass communication, asking people to come. And I think that last percentage that's there needs a bit of encouragement and convincing. So that's where we came with the approach, rather than just say, hey, come do a vaccination, but we're appealing to people, say, hey, bring a mate. We need you to do the work. Talk to your mate who hasn't done their vaccination yet. Encourage them that this is good for them, a protection for their family, for their community. So that's where we came up with the SCOPA Bring a Mate to Vaccinate drive, the event that we're going to be doing this Saturday.
Now, Talai, when I first joined the Bluwave team, I would hear around the office, I would hear like, oh, SCOPA this, SCOPA that, and it was mentioned with so much pride. But I wasn't really sure what SCOPA was, because, you know, I'm not originally from the Pacific Island community. So for all our non-Pacific Islander viewers, Talai, would you please be able to share with us what is SCOPA and what do they stand for?
Claudia, SCOPA is an alumni organization for those who attended Samoa College, which is a school back in Samoa. Back in the days, all the primary schools in the whole country sits a national exam to go to Samoa College. This college was ironically set up by the New Zealand government leading up to independence, in order to get a lot of the top students around Samoa to go to a college and nurture them so that they can become future leaders for the country. So as time goes, it's sort of like transition as well. It's just become another college. But that's basically how we got the name Samoa College. It was the college that everybody wanted to go, and you actually do your best to get in. And if you don't, then you normally get a really hard time from your parents and the rest of the family.
It's
if
funny
you don't make it.
as you mentioned Samoan college, and as you mentioned that if you don't get into it, you are gonna feel the wrath of your parents. We had our producers behind the cameras going, yes, like they knew what you were talking about. So we get it.
Do we get it? Just the elite, Talai.
The best of the
The
best.
best of the best, SCOPA.
I don't think that's the word we would like to use nowadays. There, but it was good to have something when you're growing up, knowing that your parents, your grandparents, they said, look, if you got to work really hard, you need to go to the Colegio Samoa. So growing up in the village, it's something that really encourages you. That if you make it, then it's a sign that is of achievement and a sign of hard work. It was like growing up. It was like you gotta make it, or else you just feel like I wasn't good enough.
There is no option B. There's only option A. You got to get in there.
I kind of feel like it's about the same there, because it's every parent's dream, these two colleges. But you know what? Now you're here in New Zealand and you are doing exactly what SCOPA stands for, a leader. You're a leader here in the community. You're an amazing leader as well. And, now you're here to push and drive this initiative for the community. Can you tell us where we can find SCOPA set up this weekend?
Pea, we're going to be at Malta Samoa, which is basically everything that we do in our Samoan community in South Auckland. If we mention Malta Samoa, that's where we go. That's where we congregate. That's where our events are normally hosted. So we chose the venue. Like we had to make sure that it's a venue that people can easily go to and easy for them to find. And we're very fortunate that our the Consulate General of Samoa, Lafionga Falatoi, has come on board to help us with this event. He understands the importance of getting our Samoan community vaccinated, and he's basically a representative of our Samoan government here in New Zealand. So this is our Samoan government also doing their part to help, and we're very fortunate that we're going to be at Malta Samoa this Saturday from 9 a.m. To 5 p.m. So feel free to come and do your vaccination there. You'll be able to find people that be able to speak in your language, Samoan language. If you come and you're Tongan or another Pacific Islander, I'm sure we're going to find someone to be able to facilitate in a way if language is a barrier. But I believe that we're at a very central location, and we're going to have all the right people, right resources and volunteers. We've got Pea, probably Claudia as well, who are going to probably be volunteering as well this Saturday. So everybody are going to be in good hands.
Now, apart from us being there, Talai, because apparently it's a very big draw card nowadays. But what other treats or goodies can we expect, and why should people go to your vaccination drive and not someone else's?
You know what? I would hate to think that people are choosing vaccination sites to go to based on what they get, but we do understand that that is kind of like how things roll during this whole vaccination period. So, but before I mention all the goodies, I would like to acknowledge that this has been made possible by the help of the Consulate General, Malta Samoa, St. John's Ambulance. They are going to be there to make sure that if there's any emergency, any health risk things, they're going to be there to help. We've got Maketi Samoa, who have offered to provide breakfast for all the volunteers. And you're going to be talking supoesi, kokoesi, or if we're lucky enough, probably vaisalo. So these are the healthy stuff that we're going to get from Maketi Samoa. We've got Digicel. They're going to be able to provide some top-up for draws that we're going to be doing for everyone who's going to be there. We've got Talofa voucher as well. They're offering some vouchers for us to draw. Bluwave have been a big help. Afionga Fuimono, Martin, and also our team at Bluwave. You guys have done really well in terms of providing all our design work, also promoting our events on your platform. We also have Radio Samoa. They've been promoting our event from last week and all throughout this week. Also, we got Talanoa Live. They're also another platform who are also pushing our events. And we've got Pea and Samoa. Obviously, he's one of your good friends. He's also part of the Bluwave team, our man Lorenzo. He's been helping us a lot as well. And we've also got Yolo. They are a supplier of authentic cheese from the Middle East. So they will be providing some goodies as well for us to give away on the day. And obviously, we've also got Sanitarium who have come on board to help us. So might be a lot of wheat picks and a lot of those top shelf cereal, healthy cereal for the kids that we're going to be using for the day. South Seas have really come on board with some incentives for us. They've actually given us 200 boxes, food parcels for us to give to those who are going to turn up on the day. And we're very grateful for that. But at the same time, we've also got Pacifica Family Health. They will be the technical team or the health team doing all the vaccination. Molia tuaile whaftaitele e le afionga yang anman mana ya pole to fafo ya tongia for coming on board to partner with SCOPA. And it didn't take a lot of sort of like conversation. There wasn't a lot of conversation because Nalman Mana is an ex-Samoa College student, so she was very happy to bring her health team on board to help us. So that's, if you're going to come, Claudia, you're going to get a food parcel. We've also got petrol vouchers that's going to help you. You've seen the cost of petrol nowadays. It's very expensive. So you don't have to worry about petrol when you turn up this Saturday. We've got you covered. And obviously, we've got some stuff from Sanitarium. There might be some pea soup as well. We've got a supplier of palm pea soup who have come on board as well. So if you're lucky, you might be having a tornae with pisupo on Sunday after your vaccination. So, and then we've got some Talofa vouchers and Digicel vouchers as well. So a lot to be grateful for all the corporate companies that have come on board, and also the organization to support the SCOPA vaccination this Saturday.
I love all the support you're getting, and I love how while you were mentioning all the delicious food, I could see Bea licking her lips, and so was I. But I've just been asked. So for those people that have been vaccinated with the 2 doses already, are they still allowed to come drive by for the food parcels?
For health reasons, we will not be accepting anybody who has completed their 2 jabs. Because on the day we really just want people who haven't done their vaccination or have only done their first jab, because we're still seeing a lot of cases in our communities, and if you don't have a good reason to be there, I mean, if you're fully vaccinated, please stay home, because at the moment there's a lot of unlinked cases that's happening. And that's why for all our volunteers as well, we've made sure that everybody's going to do a COVID test today before they turn up, because we still want to be well protected and make sure that there's no active COVID spreading happening at our events on Saturday.
And, while you're on the subject about the community cases, the unlinked cases, Claudia was just going to quickly update, our viewers and everyone why it's important that, we continue to follow the guidelines. So please, Claudia, take it away.
Yes, I'm going to take it away, guys. But yes, so there are 139 new cases in the community, 136 in Auckland, 1 in Northland, and 2 in the Waikato. Now, this brings a total of 3,871 total community cases and 64 people in hospital. Now, in terms of the vaccinations, total eligible Pacific peoples, 86% at first dose and 70% fully vaccinated. So well done, guys. Total eligible New Zealand peoples, 89% first dose, and 77% fully vaccinated. So, like Talai said, guys, if you are fully vaccinated, please do stay home. I know it sounds very, very exciting, but if you are fully vaccinated, stay home.
Stay home, but you know what? We will be capturing the event live. So tune in, I think it was pretty much half the day, we will be capturing it live. We will live stream this event for you. So if you want to check out what we're doing and what we're up to, tune in, because I'm sure I've got some dance moves that I've been wanting to use for a very, very long time, approximately about 2 months. But Talai, we've been talking a little bit about the bullying online and how this has contributed to just a little bit of that percentage has been a little bit stubborn now. And I feel like that percentage of our Pasifika people need a little bit of a hug and a wraparound type service. What will your approach be this Saturday for the stubborn ones that are still a little bit hesitant, but in a nice way? Because I feel like, everyone's a little bit on edge with regards to their rights and everything. But is there a different approach that SCOPA will be taking this weekend?
Well, Bear, look, from the beginning, we've been talking about, the most important thing in our community at the moment is trust. And trust can only come from the person that you know and the person that you can relate to, which is why our approach at the moment is to actually take the time to sit down, talk, exchange information, because a lot of this mistrust has come from misinformation that they have seen on social media. So I believe that we still have a chance to sit down and explain the importance of actually getting this vaccination done. For me personally, the people I've talked to, I explained to them the impact that the COVID lockdown has had on my kids, because they've been homeschooled for 3 months, and I'm starting to see that they were enjoying it for probably the first month. And as the lockdown prolonged, I could see that they were starting to lose interest in what we were trying to do for them based on the work that the teachers are sending through to us. So I really would like people to vaccinate so that we can get these levels down to level 2 and level 1, because I feel like the kids are really suffering as well. They are actually missing out on actually going to school, learning the way they should be, being with their friends. And I think they're just looking at the teachers at home and say, man, we're sick of seeing these guys. So, which is probably
Oh, sorry, Talai. I think you've just accidentally muted yourself.
if for a reason to do it, all I'm saying is you not doing your vaccination would not mean that the government are gonna open up the borders. But you doing your vaccination would actually allow the government to lift us to level 2 or level 1, and then our kids can be able to go and be kids, go to school. You can actually get out of your house and do what you're normally doing, but you protesting at the moment and saying it's my body, I can do whatever I want. But if you have kids, your choice is not going to let your kids go to school anytime sooner. So that's how I would do it, and that's how I've been doing it in the last couple of weeks since we started this.
Yeah, and you're probably one of the very few that are actually still quite lucky to be able to, hold down a job, because at the moment, I know that small businesses have been closing. We've had a percentage of workers who have lost their jobs because of COVID. So yeah, it is. For me personally, I was hesitant. I'm going to say it again. I was on edge. I didn't want to get the vaccination. So that's just me, just expressing, how stubborn I was. And it was the person that I trusted who actually spoke to me with regards to the vaccination, and she actually said to me that you can see with the graphs that Pasifika numbers are so low compared to everyone who is in the North Shore. That I'm just using that as an example, if you get my drift. But that's how she explained it to me. She works in a very, very high position for the corporate world. And we just went through and we spoke about it. And from there, I just decided, well, actually, yes, she does have a point. She's given me the information that I needed. I spoke to a good friend of mine who works, at not the North Shore, at the Auckland Hospital. So, again, look, dig deep. That's all I'm saying is I'm not saying, I'm saying dig deep and do what's right for you and what is right for your family. But thank you, Talai. It's always awesome to have you on the show. I know that I did a tricky one and I just posted up the photo, but I always really appreciate that you always just make the time for us here on BluTable. But I think that's it. We don't have any other questions, but if you could just remind everyone once again the time, the place, and also final words for this for the event this week, and just a personal note why you think it's really, really important to get vaccinated.
Look, if you want to enjoy Christmas, go vaccinate. For us, I don't know what type of Christmas you're gonna have inside your house and inside your fence. But look, thank you so much for the opportunity. To everybody who's listening to this podcast, if you are yet to vaccinate, or if you know of someone that you who needs to be vaccinated and you're able to convince them, bring them along this Saturday at Mota Samoa, Mangere, from 9 in the morning to 5 p.m. We've got a live band. We've got Claudia and Pea who are going to be there. We've got Punya Lava'a who have volunteered that they're going to show up and do some numbers on the day. So who knows? We might even have a lot of the other volunteers turning up. If you are not comfortable in turning up and parking your vehicle and walking in to do the vaccination, you prefer a drive-through, there's another vaccination happening at Mangere East, just off Hain Avenue. I think it's the Sports Collective. It's all our famous sports people, Pacific athletes who have come together. So that's a drive-through. So you stayed in your car and you just keep driving. You get the vaccination, you get your goodies, and then you drive out. For the SCOPA vaccination event, you actually, once you're cleared that you're going to get the vaccination, you park your vehicle and then you walk inside. So if you prefer a drive-through, I've just mentioned one in Mangere East that you can go to. But come this Saturday, come get your jab, receive some goodies, have a good time. Remember, keep the 2 meters. We still have to maintain all the rules that will keep us safe. But we're really hoping that we can really get some numbers this Saturday so we can contribute to those percentages that we need to get across the line. So once again, thank you to all our sponsors. Thank you, Claudia and Bear, for the opportunity. And see you all on Saturday. Don't forget, SCOPA, bring a mate to vaccinate.
Thank you so much, Salain. And if you guys want the details, it is on Lorenzo's Facebook page, the Bluwave page. And if you need any more questions, you can always DM us as well. But thank you so much, Talai. It sounds like it's going to be an amazing event. And that's happening this week, Saturday,
guys. Don't forget. And I think, correct me if I'm wrong, Talai, but it's in line with the Super Saturday Vax. So I think there was the Super Saturday Vax a few weeks ago, I think about 3 weeks ago. That big Saturday, I think they are now eligible to get their vax this Saturday.
Yeah. Or everybody who got their first crop on Super Saturday, well, come again, but come to our event. If you're closer by, but if there are other events that you're closer to it, the only thing you're going to miss out on all those nice goodies as we were talking about.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the breakfast. Guys, thank you once again to Talai. Don't forget, this Saturday, we'll be there to support the SCOPA, the awesome SCOPA family community there. And, well, I'm looking forward to breakfast, actually.
It's going to be great, guys. It's going to be absolutely great. But honestly, we happy Diwali to everyone as well. Wishing you lots of love and happiness and success. And, it's been a great Thursday, guys. Thank you so much, Talai, again. And thank you as well to Falute who did tune in and watch the show. But we'll see you again.
So far, so forth.
Thank you.
God bless.
So far.
Telephone voucher is one of the most convenient ways that I'm finding now to do my shopping here at Farmer Joe, and my sister just sent through the voucher on my cell phone, and I just come straight here to Farmer Joe to do my shopping.
O le si tūlanga pitusili o le tāua. O le lafo me o le pepa tala o loa. O na whaanga le whaatau i o loa e au ngā mo le ainga.
I think it's really convenient for families overseas if they don't know how to help their families here. Then this is the perfect way.
Mai ai le sa suma fua tau e le sia sa.
Le fia foi sa we mo mawina le foi au ngā fo e ala mai le talo for voucher. Ila wana whaakau ma me te mga orai ile voucher.
Tai mo le talo pa voucher ua maua le apasusi o sewa fine. Tos paroloa whaingo fie a me se le te whelua i malau telefoni tai mi uma. Ai lo le lafo me le cash o na inu e lor tamao le ainga.
Whaptea tu lava le talo for voucher mo le foi au ngā fo whaptai. Ngā lua lava le tampai.
Tai talo pa voucher. Teki talo pa voucher.
Tau tua ma le au nanga le mo tau sa mo service station nei tona i maki. Ma tau te utuina lo ta vale, ma le tele o nisi o mato au nanga i se ese. Ai le ngata foi le, ma tau te sea ke ina fo i lau ta vale. Siapa lah yang voice wow, mau lah ucapan. Apa itu yang baik Pak Olusa? Awalnya telepon, matu siapa lah yang punya mau ucapan. Mulu no posible fia, mua, tapi lau tak vale Pea out. Lua, tapi lau telefon ni time out ina lau tak vale. Malah vaenga mulu. Mana tua fo? E matua I whasa aina, lo tau maftapa ai no fuanga whapengi. Ota Samoa, ole ma ota mo Samoa. Ma do te fia e au na pea mo o Samoa. Maftaile fia mai. We'll see you again. God bless.